Hi there, this is Diane, one of 5 awesome optimists. I promised you some exciting things were coming this spring, and today is no exception, and I am so pleased and delighted to share with you a very special interview that I got to enjoy this afternoon of a woman who is, among many other things, an author of this book, Now Boarding, Next Stop, Your Remarkable Life. But that is not the capacity that I got to know her. I was doing makeup for a movie shoot today, and she was one of the cast. And the movie is going to be coming out in December. It's called The Journey, and it is, among other things, a little slice of what can happen when you have many of the wonderful traits in life, including the power of optimism. And so please enjoy this interview with this remarkable, extraordinary woman. What you won't see by looking at her at first glance is the struggles that she had to overcome to get to where she is today. You know, oftentimes we look at a person and we may pass judgment about, oh, they have it so easy, what a life, you know, who could do that if, you know, I could do that if I only had that kind of life. Well, this woman is a remarkable woman who came from very humble beginnings and now is one of the just most extraordinarily successful and has seen the joy of giving back. And so under those circumstances, I was privileged to meet her today, and it is my honor to share our special interview with you. Thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoy this special interview with Kandee G.
This is Diane, one of 5 awesome optimists. Today I have a very special guest, Kandee G. And let me tell you what's so awesome about Kandee G. I'm sure she'll tell you herself. But she has a program that's called Nothing But Good News. How about that for the power of optimism? How did that come about, Kandee?
Well, I will tell you that I'm an author, speaker, trainer, and coach. And I got tired of people not being able to hear the good stuff. You'd turn on TV and you'd hear nothing but constant negative everything.
Isn't that the truth?
True. So I developed Nothing But Good News Radio and Nothing But Good News Magazine. And I've done good news stories on just about everything you can think of.
But it's not just fluff stories. You covered stuff like from the war and such.
Right, exactly. I mean, I've done Nothing But Good News on the Iraq War, on the election, on the economy, and every single show is dedicated to giving real content, stuff that people can walk away and use all of the time.
Isn't that what we need more of today?
We need more of it. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
What's something you remember that's good news about the war?
I will tell you, I had an extraordinary person on the radio that I interviewed, and he had come back from the war. He was a 16-year veteran in the Army, and he came back from Iraq, and what he said was that we don't hear what goes on over there, that's the good stuff. People would stop him on the street and shake his hand and say thank you for being here. People would run up to him and hug him and say thank you for the new schools and the new hospitals. It was amazing, he said, every single day that people approached him because of the good work that we're doing over there, which I think is incredible.
I think that is incredible too, and probably in real life, probably 80% is good news, but we only hear the 20% that's
well,
negative.
you know mainstream media, if it bleeds, it leads, and unfortunately that's the truth. But I tell you what, Nothing But Good News Radio and Nothing But Good News Magazine, you'll always hear the good stuff. That's my promise.
That's awesome. And Kandee also has another little area of expertise that I'd like, if you would, just for a second, to elaborate about the chemical difference of being an optimist or thinking positively.
Well, I will tell you, and here's just a great little soundbite so that you understand, is there was a study that was done where they had actually taken scientists, they had taken a container and they put quantum particles. And they did what they expected them to do, which was to scatter. And they took a molecule of DNA and dropped it in the container. And what happened is these quantum particles took shape, they took form. Now, the scientists went in and took the DNA back out, expecting them to once again scatter, but instead, they held their form. Ah, now that's pretty amazing. Now, the next thing I want to share is that they have found that when you emit emotion, that you put off DNA. They've been able to track DNA from a subject for hundreds of miles away. So think of the possibility, if we're an optimist, and we're emitting positive emotion, we're emitting positive DNA. Positive DNA is starting to shape quantum particles that form our world. Well, you can draw the conclusions to yourself that if you become an optimist, that you can have a happy, wonderful life.
That is so amazing, and that reminds me of an incredible study that I heard that totally supports what you said. And this was in a special lymphology course that I took about people having a focused positivity about seeds 600 miles away. Have you heard this?
Oh, I haven't, but I love this.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. It's totally awesome. What they did is they were measuring so that there's an actual empirical data and a scientific basis for the effect of positive thought. And what they did is they had these people think and imagine these seeds that were 600 miles away and imagine them growing. And they were timing it and timing it and timing it. And then all of a sudden, the rate of speed 8 times what it was.
Oh, see, that's extraordinary stuff. There's absolutely extraordinary stuff. So there's so much scientific data that says that when you can focus on the good stuff, good things will happen for you.
I know, isn't that amazing? We're so blessed to have women like you in the world.
Thank you, and right back at you. I think it's I'm so thrilled. Thank you very much for having me be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Tune in next week for something else on the power of optimism. Thanks again, Kandee. You're just a delight. Thank you.